Ladies and gentlemen, families and friends, a very warm welcome indeed to Canterbury and to this degree ceremony of the University of Kent, which is held in this amazing setting of Canterbury Cathedral. The ceremony will start soon, and it begins with 4 processions: the graduands, the academic staff, the honorary graduand, and the Vice-Chancellor. We'll all stand for the last procession, and I'll give you a signal so that you know when to do that. Now, this is going to be an exciting, spectacular, and memorable occasion, and we want you all to have a truly wonderful experience during the ceremony and to see each and every student graduate. To make sure this happens, I would like to ask you a really big favour, that you remember all those seated around you. So please don't block each other's view by standing up, moving around, or leaving your seat to take photographs or videos with phones, cameras, or iPads. Also, could you now make sure that your phones are switched to silent? We all know how annoying it can be when a telephone mobile rings at a special event. So thank you so much, everyone, and have a truly fantastic time.
Distinguished guests, our honorary graduand, colleagues, and especially our graduates, I declare this degree congregation open. Please be seated. Today we are awarding degrees, certificates and diplomas for those who have completed academic courses at the University of Kent. I want to thank the Dean for allowing us to use the wonderful venue of Canterbury Cathedral as the setting for today's ceremony. This is a very special occasion. It is the culmination of so much hard work and dedication. And as Vice-Chancellor, I want to welcome everyone who's able to be here today and part of these celebrations. 2 years ago, our lives were turned upside down when the pandemic struck. we had quickly to rethink so much of what we had taken for granted. How we work, how we learn, teach, undertake research, interact with one another, and so much more. You all showed extraordinary resilience and commitment to complete your studies, and we are very proud of how you rose to those challenges and overcame them. And indeed, you have now made it. I want to thank all the family members, friends, and other supporters who are here, as well as those who are not able to be here this evening. All of you will have provided support in so many ways for our graduates, for which you too deserve our thanks and congratulations. I would also like to thank those members of the university staff who've supported you throughout your studies and in your broader life at the university. Many of them are here on the platform or volunteering in the cathedral, but there are countless others who've also contributed to your success today. It is our community, our family, the staff and students together that make the University of Kent such a successful institution. And graduates, I'm so proud to see you here today. You are proof, if proof were needed, that Kent students are truly extraordinary. And we have seen that demonstrated through the pandemic when everyone pulled together to look after each other, supporting each other through periods of isolation and keeping one another safe. Many of our students and staff worked hard to support the fight against COVID. Some contributed through research, others the production of essential PPE, and also as volunteers in the community, helping those who were shielding, and in many, many other ways as well. We are so proud of their work because it says something very important about our institution, about who we are and the values we hold dear. Being here today means you have excelled academically, but you have also gained the knowledge, skills and understanding to enable you to move on to the next stage of your lives. We still live in changing and challenging times, but on this day, my belief is that Kent has given you everything you need to embrace change, not just your certificate and qualification, but more importantly, the knowledge, values, confidence and determination to meet every challenge. Of course, it helps to have great teachers, and we have some of the world's leading academics among our staff with a passion for passing on their knowledge and research skills to their students. Our researchers make a difference in the world, working across disciplines to tackle some of the world's greatest challenges. They will have made sure that you are up to date with the latest ideas and cutting-edge thinking that I hope has inspired and challenged you as well. And this is what universities are for. We're here to make a difference, to transform lives, whether through an education and student experience that fires your imagination so that you can make your mark on the world, or through outstanding research that changes the way we look at things, or through working with local communities to bring about positive change. And that work, of course, continues at the university. The Research Excellence Framework, a recently published assessment of UK universities' research output, indicated that we had moved up a significant number of places in a key national league table for research quality. Again, confirming our reputation for world-leading research across the arts, humanities, sciences and social sciences. Our Kent and Medway Medical School, the first medical school in the county, is now recruiting into its third year and doing extraordinary work to prepare a new generation of doctors to meet local needs. And just a few months ago, the world applauded the news that Professor Abdul Razak Gurner, formerly of our School of English, an alumnus of the university and a great and inspiring voice for tolerance and inclusion, had won the Nobel Prize in Literature, our second Nobel Prize in the last 5 years. We cannot guarantee a Nobel Prize for studying at Kent, but it does seem to help. So graduands, I hope you are as proud of the university as we are of you. I hope you enjoy this ceremony and afterwards go on to celebrate your success with family and friends. I do hope you enjoy your rite of passage as you cross the front of the cathedral. There will be no slipping, tripping, falling. You will glide beautifully across. I will shake hands with you, and you'll turn and face friends, family and supporters, walk down the cathedral and collect your certificate. This is your moment to shine and to enjoy your success. Everybody, please feel free to clap, to cheer and be joyous. It is, after all, a celebration. By admitting you to your degree, it is our honour and pleasure to mark your success and to wish you well on your future path, wherever it may take you. Thank you very much. I now call upon the Director of Education and Student Experience in the Division of Natural Sciences to present candidates for their awards and degrees.
Most Honourable Vice-Chancellor and President, to you and to the whole University, I present these candidates from the Division of Natural Sciences found worthy to be admitted to degrees.
By virtue of the authority committed to me, I admit all those who are about to be presented and other qualified candidates in absentia.
For the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours, Ziyin Fan. Stephen Ho. Hardy Tamwe Kazongo. Olua Damilare Owaduni. Joseph Vincent Perez. Isabel Quinney. Felix George Pelham Rich. Our colleague, Kent Union Vice President of Academic Experience, Guadalupe Selle. Rikai Skeet. For the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours, Lola Rachel Adekemi Abdul Ghaffar. Khadija Saeed Abubakar. Kai Andrew Edwin Adams. Samuel Aina. Ayomide Caroline Akinfaye. Ephraim Mobulawarin Akinosun. Lulwa Jassim Mohammed Abdullah Al-Hamadi. Lauren Jancis Allen. Simon Charles Allen. Alua Funmilayo Elizabeth Amao. Kawanye Bevjos Anderson. William Appiah. Parvathy Baiju. Lisa Kelly Bailey. Thomas George Clark Barnett. Reham Bastawi. Sakshi Manish Bangalkar. Irene Binil. Daniel Birch. Ayomide David Bolatiwa. Holly Anna Brace. Manjind Kaur Bra. Luke Damon Brickleback. Joe Lewis Briggs. Iris Amma Agiman Britwam. Emily Rose Bromley Ellis. James Lawrence Brooking. Emily Rebecca Brooks Martin. Eleanor Darcy Brown. Kairos Kevin Brown. Sarah Charlotte Burke. Ria Callahan. Harry Dean Candice. Benito Michael John Catani. Vanessa Tashinga Chikonda. Ella Jane Chilvers. Madison Ann Chisnell. Ashraf Clayton. Benjamin Alexander Cooper. Catherine Diane Coppin. George Alexander David Cossens. Jack Ron Coveney.
57 is here.
Stephanie Olivia Cross. Camille Mayumi Cure. Holly Jade Curtis. Alua Busola Ifialua Daramola. Lilu Jane Marie Dano Joyce. Aaron James Danton. Leonardo de Asunso Leto. Anthony Brian Dedman. Rebecca Dennis. Jivan Singh Dinsa. Alexander Allen Donald. Aurelia Drasbaita. Eleanor Rose Duke Swire. Eris Ayupi. Shima Tyrese Anthony Ellis. Maria Elena Suzette Insignia. Michael Rivers Everett. Sophie Louise Field. James J. Finch. Jonathan Forson Danso. Evelyn Amma Frimpoma Frimpong Manso. Emily Jane Frost. Ben Clifford Fuller. Catherine Maisie Fuller. Megan Francis Gallagher. Gemma Galton. Tinika Rajesh Godania. Nadine Jocelyn Ludovina Gonçalves. Bue Anj Mishak Goreji. Joshan Vinay Gauria. Joe Stephen Grabowskis. Megan Grace Green. Toby Greenfield. Jocelyn Hagan. Afan Halim. Molly Hall. Elena Liberty Hamlin. James William Paul Harrison. Simon Jiahuan He. Ryan Connor Heath. Sophie Elizabeth Hemming Taylor.
96A's here.
Thank you. Dominic David Hill. Nikolai Nathaniel Hodges. Kate Samantha Rose Hood. Harriet Rose Howard. Matthew James Herworth. Idir Jade Igiehon. Elvis Arinze-Chukwu Ike. Opeoluwa Gabrielle Elisunmi. Thomas William Douglas Jamieson. Joshua Charles Jardine. Vinisha Upendra Gentilal. Saskia Lucia Jenkins. Lauren Molly Jones. Richard Francis Jones Donithorne. Komal Kaur Josen. Rafiat Abisola Oyinkansola Karimu. Gemma Louise King. Megan Jovita King. Theo Aidan James Knott. Dominica Cromwell. Aubrey Elizabeth Creasan.
I now call upon the public orator, Professor Darren Griffin, to present Professor Kevin Hilton for the award of an honorary degree.
Most Honourable Vice-Chancellor, Professor Kevin Hilton is a leading academic in the field of race, equality and diversity in sport and education. A graduate of Trinity and All Saints College in Leeds and Leeds Beckett University, his interest in race and diversity in sport emerged when he completed a dissertation on ethnicity and the multidisciplinary nature of sport and leisure in physical education. Kevin was born in London, but like myself and certain vice-chancellors I might care to mention, he grew up in Leeds in the 1960s, 70s and 80s, sorry. I think we all used to steal hubcaps together, by the way. A passionate Leeds United supporter, yes. He went on to Allerton Grange High School and Airedale and Wharfdale College. He attended, as I mentioned, Trinity and All Saints College and gained a BA in Physical Education and Business Administration in 1987, later receiving an honorary fellowship from them in 2018. He went on to attend what is now Leeds Beckett University, where he gained an MA in Leisure and Human Potential, a postgraduate certificate in Research Methodology, and a PhD entitled Local Government Race and Policy Implementation, Demystifying Equal Opportunities. Staying with Leeds Beckett, he has been a research fellow, a reader, professor, head of the Research Centre for Diversity, Equity and Inclusion, and most recently, in 2019, becoming Emeritus Professor. He's currently chair of the Sheffield Race Equality Commission, visiting professor for the MA in Sports Ethics and Integrity at Leuven University in Belgium, visiting professor at the University of South Wales, and was, until recently, interim Pro-Vice Chancellor of Culture, Equality and Inclusion at the University of Sussex. Kevin's work on diversity, equality and inclusion has the most wide-ranging impact on research and professional support for sports councils, equality bodies and local government. His research interests focus on the development of critical race theory, diversity, equity and inclusion in sport, leisure and physical education. Extremely passionate about social justice and issues of equality, his publications include Sports Development, Policy, Process and Practice. He wrote the first ever book entitled Race, on critical race theory in sport, and Contesting Race in Sport, Shaming the Colour Line. His monograph, Critical Race Theory, was recommended as one of the top 10 resources for teaching undergraduates to think critically about the role of sport in society. He was commended for his research paper, Shades of White, an examination of whiteness in sport, included in the International Review for Sociology, Sport's Top 10 Articles. Indeed, he's published extensively in peer-reviewed journals and written 10 books. In spending more than 25 years working with national governing organisations and local authorities, he worked with the West Yorkshire Health Authority Kick It Out campaign. Here he contributed the largest study on the nature and extent of racism in grassroots and semi-professional football. He's worked with Football Against Racism in Europe, FIFA, the Department for Culture, Media and Sport, sports councils, Sporting Equals, the Yorkshire Cricket Partnership, the England and Wales Cricket Board, the Sport and Recreation Alliance, and many local authorities. Here at the University of Kent, Kevin has provided strategic guidance and direction to our Teaching Excellence Framework. This has been recognised by the receipt of a Times Higher Education Award in 2018 for outstanding support to students. He presented a distinguished lecture here in 2017 and a keynote at the university's Learning and Teaching Conference. He has coached and mentored numerous of our members of staff and worked collaboratively on many research projects with us. I have a much longer list of his patronages, academic positions, chairmanships of numerous bodies, editorships, invited presentations of the highest prestige, all based around the intricate engagement and an amazing commitment to challenging the endemic issues that mark race relations in sport. But to be honest, it would take me about an hour to read them out. So I'll just say this. As a coach myself, as young people in football, and reading through all Kevin's achievements, I was left with a profound appreciation and heartfelt thanks to you, Kevin, for everything you've done. From my two teams, Whitstable Town under-7s, and the Premiership Leeds United, and all those in between, from all sports, from the common to the obscure, thank you. I'm old enough to remember the times when black players were regularly greeted on the terraces with monkey chants, banana skins, and names that I will not repeat. The job is not yet done. We recently saw similar examples in European football. At least, however, those people were roundly and universally condemned. A more common sight now is footballers momentarily taking the knee before a game in support of Black Lives Matter. Long may it continue. I'll leave you with Kevin's own words. A person's sex, age, ethnicity, disability, sexual orientation, or religion should never be a barrier to participation. For his inspirational career in race relations, equity, equality, diversity, inclusion, and tolerance, Most Honourable Vice-Chancellor, to you and the whole university, I present Kevin Hilton to be admitted to the degree of Doctor of Science honoris causa.
By virtue of the authority committed to me, I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Science, honoris causa, and once again, many, many congratulations and thank you.
Chancellor, distinguished guests, members of the university, fellow graduands, parents, guardians, friends and family members. Graduands, this is a great day for you, but also for those who have supported you to get to this stage. I am honoured to be sharing this stage with you. And I'm also thankful to my partner, Pia, for her support, and our 3 children, Millie, Lucas and Lauren, who've helped to keep me grounded and in constant touch with what really matters in this complicated life of ours. My family is so busy that it's generally at dinner when we get to sit and catch up with what's going on in each other's lives. Often we find ourselves testing out and rehearsing ideas around social justice and politics, especially in relation to what is taxing us at any stage in our lives. After all your hard work to get here, imagine how you could move from today to really apply the intellectual tools that you have developed and sharpened at the University of Kent for the good of your community and society at large. Let me turn for a moment to popular culture to make this point in regards to social justice. In the film The Matrix, when Morpheus challenged Neo to decide whether to join him in the fight against the machines, he offered Neo a choice of a blue pill to remain oblivious to this opportunity, or a red pill to help him see the world more clearly. Before you get excited, I don't have access to such high-end pharmaceuticals. But I do use sociological insights that help to do what sociologist C. Wright Mills argues should make the familiar strange. Morpheus might say, what you know you can't explain, but you feel it. And since the late 1990s, I've been privileged to work with leading scholars to explore how critical thinking around race and social justice can help to offer an explanatory framework that accounts for the role of race and racism in society. Regarding race and racism in our everyday lives, I try to encourage individuals and organisations to see these related problems as less one-off fantastical problems emanating from bad apples, but more pedestrian and everyday issues. that are enwrapped in policies, customs, practices, and language that, once named, can be tackled. Using our sociological imagination, we can enable policymakers, practitioners, students, and academics to think more critically about serious social matters they may take for granted. I remember asking a group of predominantly white final year students how they would describe themselves based on 50 adjectives on a list. Words like powerful, privileged, thankful, lucky, happy, satisfied, etc. emerged within seconds. They then waited for my next question. The second question asked them to use the same list to describe themselves racially. Most struggled with this and without exception asked me, "What do you mean?" However, those students in the class with experience of being racialized proceeded to answer the question because they are questions they've had to face since primary school. Why am I telling you this? Well, a couple of weeks ago, I chaired a symposium in Belgium with John Carlos and Tommy Smith, the two athletes who did the victory salute at the 1968 Mexico Olympic Games. Many of you will remember seeing their iconic imagery. Smith and Carlos, for those who haven't heard of them, were the Usain Bolts of their era. However, Bolt, unlike Tommy Smith, for example, has never held 7 simultaneous world records, worked with Martin Luther King or Barack Obama. They are lauded now for their anti-oppression and anti-racism protest, yet at the time and for years after were hounded by the press, politicians, the general public, and academia, who could not see the link between what Smith and Carlos were trying to do regarding oppression and social justice in the US, racism, xenophobia, and sexism in the International Olympic Committee, and apartheid in South Africa. Many in positions of power and influence did not pay more than lip service to them, nor, at the time, Muhammad Ali, who was himself protesting racial and global injustices in the 60s. Even San Jose State University, where they were track stars, did not see the value of supporting them and their political stand for decades. Fast forward to my group of students. For many of those students who recognize that racism and racial inequalities remain significant in society, but do not impact their own lived experience, they are faced with a dilemma. Somebody's answered it. The dilemma is this: do I take the red pill and recognize my own social position, power, and privilege to influence others and use it for good? Or do I take the blue pill and continue in a race-neutral or colour-blind way? What would you do? Red pill or blue pill? What will you do to recognize that in a fundamentally fragmented society, notions of equality and social justice require constant attention, comprehension, and revision? When changes and transformation are needed now, rather than retrospectively, how can you use your position as autonomous and critical graduates when you're at leisure, at university, or at work for good? In making familiar things strange that occur in education and sport, we can use these intellectual techniques to see more clearly other social concerns across any number of disciplines and professions. My message to my fellow graduands is this: don't wait for someone to remind you of the power you possess before you make a difference. As Stuart Hall wrote, struggle where you are. Continue to strive for excellence. I say to those who will listen that you have to be your own harshest critic and your own chief cheerleader. You have to set your own expectations and strive to surpass them. I believe in lifelong learning and progression and to never rest on your laurels. I want to continue to remain an activist scholar, not just on campus, but in how I live my life, and positively impact those like you that I'm in contact with. And I'd like you to continue that journey with me. It remains for me to thank the University of Kent for bestowing on me this honour, and to congratulate you on all your achievements today and those you will undoubtedly realise in the future. Thank you.
I now resume the presentation of candidates from the Division of Natural Sciences. Jasmine Frances Lambert. Elizabeth Fiona Davis Lachlan. Nikita Kimberly Antonia Leone. Sophie Jane Lewis. Katie Ann Livings. Andrew Francis Loveridge. Christina Siki Lu. Albert Onen Lutada. Angela McGar. Elliot Michael Mahoney Fox. Wedney Paul Mandy. Daniel Joseph Marshall. Roselle Jasmine Madrid Martinez. Kiana Merritt. Hassan Mia. Yusuf Sharif Mia. Lee Mills. Sophie Ann Mills. Asma Mirzad. Howard Jensen Miskita. Kin Tung Mo. Christian Joseph Montovio. Maya Elizabeth Mullings. Ewan Lawrence Monday. Munashe Claire Munyepfu. Taru Amunga Muriuki Mwamto. Dashika Naik Buloki. Atika Name. Shay Thomas Nyland. Riona Norona. Jasper John Northrop. Abigail Oeorn Team. Samantha Nyamutumbu. Tidrick Joshua Adetola Obedina. Lillian Mary O'Brien. Godwin Edward Odekua. Timothy Jonathan Oliyimika Ogunade. Emmanuel Ibikonolua Titilopialua Ogunlola. Victoria Oluwabanmi Oke. Neoma Ogochukwu Okoli. Chibuaze Sean Jerry Okolori. Pearl Egosa Olere Okunboa. Ianualua Olugon. Ashley Folayemi Salma Aseni. Rollo Isama Hanif Abdel Karim Osman. Aidan Colin John Owens. Declan Tony Owusu. Ahmet Ozturk. Jennifer Mukyu Pang. Tania Thankachan Parapali. Jeel Patel. Ria Patel. Nathan Piazza. Matthew William Podesta. Mark James Potton. Gopika Premkumar. James George Llewellyn Harrison Pritchard. Amy Penelope Sandra Radford. Roger Rye. Lauren Jane Redgrave. Tayaba Rehman. Bethany Alice Reynolds. Isabel Alexandra Richards. Taylor James Allen Ruffy. Katie Ann Lola Rose. Paige Louise Rumble. Oluwatosin Ayulua Tomima Salau. Mohanad Sadiq Abdullah Ahmed Salman. Chloe May Sampson. Krish Sanghavi. Ashleen Kaur Sapal. Jordan Kwasi Safo. Rachel Ahmed Sattar. Swathiga Salvaraja. Daniel Shaw. Robert James Scott Shaw. Marion Siflet. Navpreet Singh. Keen Smith. Micah Smith. Jasuta Biloba Olatomide Sabodu. Ryan John South. Ben Spate. Mackenzie John Stevens. Nathan Stewart. Cassandra Amanda Stone. Hannah Ann Sullivan. Sogat Sunwa. Dora Victoria Sutor. Oliver Kenneth John Taplin Green. Veer Love Thakrar. Ganesh Thapa. Russell Mark Thomas. Joseph William Thompson. Zoe Hay Choi Kathleen Thompson. Elizabeth May Thorpe. Harrison Benjamin Thurley. Daisy Charlotte Tye. Alice Louise Ann Tolley. Zoe Helen Town. Faith Udin. Joy Adana Utomwane. Rebecca Louise van Ingen. Brighty Varghese Kakunathu. Oliver Salvatore Visconti. Harry Charles Wally. Yasmin Himiko Wiltzer. Lydia Grace Wiles. Isabel Claudia Wing. Chi Chung Simon Wong. Ho Hin Wong. Nat Wong Borfid. Emily Michaela Young. Elise Gudrun Margareta Wilhelmina Zeenstra. For the degree of Master of Science, Emily Rose Burrows. Nathan George Dennis. Fiona Christina Dressel. James Alexander Lee. Nicole Marie Lewis. Harry Thomas Seymour. Naoki Ueda. Jacob James Wield. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, for the thesis entitled Seroprevalence of Ebola and Lassa virus in the Republic of Guinea, Macenta Prefecture, Joseph Akoi Bore. For the thesis entitled Gross Efficiency in Cycling, the Effect of Intensity and Duration, Richard Abrio. For the thesis entitled Biophysical and Cellular Insights into the Membrane Insertion Mechanism of CLIC1, Alexandra Christina Hendry. For the thesis entitled Investigating the Role of CLK3 in Human Papillomavirus-Associated Cancers, Maximilan Jayakumar. For the thesis entitled Development and Characterization of HEC293 T-cell expression systems for enhanced production of recombinant AAV viral vectors, Sarah Ann Martin. For the thesis entitled Individual Variability of Effort-Based Training Prescriptions in Competitive Cyclists, Kieran Martin Anthony O'Grady. For the thesis entitled Approaches for the Exploitation of Data Derived from Pharmacogenomic Screens, Ian Gary Reddin. For the thesis entitled Investigating the Regulation of ApoBec3A and ApoBec3B Expression in Keratinocytes, Nicola Jane Smith. For the thesis entitled Neuronal Skin 1B Modulates Nutritional Signaling Pathways and Mitochondrial Networks to Control Satiety, Nikolaos Tartaridis Pallas. The following candidates have requested that they be admitted to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in absentia. Magdalena Antsak, Gintari de Mantavichute, Lisa Luther.
Wow. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. It was certainly fantastic noise that was resonating around the cathedral. And once again, can I extend my congratulations, and it's just been wonderful to be here this evening. But I think there is just one more thing we need to do before we leave the cathedral tonight. And I'd like to ask our graduands, please, or graduates as they are now, if they could please stand. Thank you. So graduates, you've been roundly applauded, supported, and you've been celebrated this evening by family, friends and supporters in this cathedral. And I wonder if you could return the support and the compliment and extend your thanks to all of these people who've supported you, got you through, and no doubt will continue to support you into your futures. Please can you clap, cheer, whoop and say a big thank you to everybody here in the cathedral. Fantastic. Thank you, everybody, for that. I hope you will remain in touch with the university. You are now alumni of the university, and you are very, very welcome to always come back to the University of Kent. I wish you safe travels, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your evenings. And all that remains for me to say is that I now declare this congregation closed. Many, many thanks for being here this evening.
Thank